I forgot. I was like, oh man.
It was just
I think we're already live. We're already live.
We are live.
Yeah, looks like it.
Looks like it. Okay.
We weren't expecting to be live quite yet, but that's all right.
We are live.
We need to be ready when called upon.
Yes.
At all times.
Greetings to everyone. Welcome to our 30th rendition of I don't know what we will call this.
This is Thursday, our regular Thursday, but it was a special day for us.
Yes, very special day. We got up early this morning. I only got about 4 hours of sleep last night.
Wow, sounds
Yes.
like me.
Yes, but it was very exciting. We can get into more of what happened this morning. And
Before we do anything, we're going to let our friends have a chance to click on our page and give them an opportunity to share the link with
Yes.
their friends and invite you to just spend a few moments with us.
yes.
Yeah, we won't keep you too long.
Share and like with your friends. Tell them to listen to the broadcast. And
Yeah, and definitely follow us and subscribe. So if you're on Facebook, you can follow us, and if you're on YouTube, I believe you subscribe. So
Yes.
that, and I think something similar to that with Instagram.
yes.
We're on all three of those platforms, and maybe another one. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to start down. And we were playing some background music. We don't own the rights to this music, but we just like to play something nice while we're waiting. So we're going to move forward and get busy. We saw that Austin was here.
Hello, Austin.
Yeah.
Good to see you, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Hope all is well.
Well,
am I on the right page now? Then once here.
Let's see
Go
here.
ahead, it's right here. I think that's it. I'm not sure.
Go here. No, don't want that.
How are you, Austin? How's things going?
We're being challenged here with our
Technology
skills. I wanted to just
fix
one moment. We got one of our techie people here with us. We won't call any names.
Austin, how are you? I hope you're doing well. We just yes, we are live starting this broadcast, and there we go. Had to get something fixed.
There we go.
We got it done.
Good to go.
Good to go.
By the way, let me do some of the same. So give me 1 second. If you notice, we started exactly at 2:00. That's where it will be from here on, as long as there's no unforeseen emergencies or anything. Our goal is to be here at 2:00 on the nose. So we want you to definitely join us.
Can't go no further. That's good.
Okay. So you told the viewers that when we were just coming on that you only got 4 hours of sleep.
Yes.
What happened?
We have a annual event. We started it 4 years ago. It's called Fathers Forever Annual Season of Thanksgiving and Appreciation Ceremony, where we really have a breakfast. Before COVID, we had it in person.
Mm-hmm.
And this breakfast was designed for all of our donors to come. We had breakfast, and we just talk about our accomplishments over the last year,
Mhm.
what we've things that we've done, what we've planned over the last year, and we pretty much have been doing it for the last 3 years. Obviously, last year, COVID hit,
Mhm.
and we couldn't. It wasn't safe, that we didn't want to put our donors at risk, so we did not do it last year.
Mhm.
But this year, we didn't want another year to go by without doing it, so we decided to do it virtually. And one of our staff, Jasmine, have done a lot of these things before, so she helped us put it together.
So, what do you think about the virtual experience
It was good.
compared to in
it's
person?
different.
We did have some people in the
Yes,
audience
yes,
with us,
Yes,
but it for the most part it was virtual
yes,
and a presentation.
yes.
But did you like it?
I liked it. It's different. I like the in person more than the virtual thing. But
Uh-huh.
as I'm getting used to this virtual world, it's not going away, and I'm adapting. I'm making some perception changes about
Mhm.
Zoom and this whole world that I don't want to be left behind.
Right.
So I'm coming, I'm learning, and obviously this morning we had actually the combination of the in person and the Zoom. So that was it was really really good.
So I think that to keep us with on point with our messaging, it's called a hybrid event.
A hybrid event.
Yes. So we got a couple people there. We want to say hi to Devon.
Yes, that's my nephew.
Oh, okay, great,
Yes.
great.
What's up, Devon? You supposed to be driving that big truck. I guess you sit inside the road now. You drive a concrete truck. Be safe out there.
Mhm.
Thanks for watching. You're probably waiting for the truck to get loaded or unloaded. I'm
Mhm.
sure you're not driving that big truck. Listen to this Zoom. But we thank you for take your time to come to and listen to what we're doing.
Mhm.
So this appreciation breakfast, like I said, it's the fourth year doing it, and it was really really good. I think we're getting used to it. The Zoom world, like I said, and we had some members as well in the audience, and we had a full breakfast.
Yeah.
Yes.
So why don't you give a shout out to your board and some of your sponsors?
Yes. So
Another shout out.
yes, another show. Yeah. So what we do is sometimes we had a PowerPoint presentation, and what we do sometimes. Oh, there it is. I didn't see it.
Yep.
Wow. Again. Yeah.
They're
Thank you,
on
Jasmine.
point.
I'm on point. She's on point.
Our producers and techs.
Yes, they're on point. I really want to highlight my board members for really coming out this morning. All four of them was there. Three of them, including myself. Four of them, including myself, but the three board members was there, and which was Ursula Tato and Jay Dolpher and um, Teresa Jones. Teresa's been with us from almost the beginning when we started this. And I said this morning, she has been very instrumental in helping us financially get started. She was there when we had no money. In fact, she gave us the money to help pay for our 501(c). And from time to time, she stops by with a car full of items that we need, like toilet tissue that we could give to the guys. So she's been very. There's times when we needed money to pay bills, we didn't have it. I called Teresa and she would write a check. We haven't had to do that these days because of our finances a little bit better, but she was very instrumental in our days beginning. As the old folks say, do not despise your days of beginning. The days of your beginning. We needed that.
Well, on that note, then, why don't you share with the viewers the story about your napkin?
Oh, okay. Yes. Father Forever, how it came about. A friend of mine, I had this idea. Just kind of, I used to teach anger management classes for a private company in Wake County a few years, well, several years ago now.
Mhm.
And I like teaching the class. I always like doing small groups. So this particular class was a small group class with, and so I had this idea: if you can, a judge can order a man to come, a woman for that matter, but a person to come go to court for the domestic violence, anger management class, we call it domestic violence.
Mhm.
Or if a judge can order a man or woman to go to class for substance abuse if they got DUI,
Mhm.
could they not order a guy to a fatherhood class who's not paying the child support?
Right. Right.
That's kind of how that thought kind of hit my brain one day, and so I was kind of exploring this. So I called one of my friends, and we went down. We went to KNS. I met her for lunch, and we sit down, and I started drawing. I just had a piece of paper. It just kind of, while I was sitting in that restaurant at KNS, which is one of my favorite restaurants, by the way.
All right.
I love go. I still go there now, and it's probably KW there now. Now it's KNS.
Mhm.
But we sit down, and I didn't have no paper. I had a pen. In fact, I borrowed her e-pen because I wasn't expecting to write anything down. We were just kind of having lunch, and she was a business person, and I was going to I was going to just kind of get some thoughts about how to start a business.
Mhm.
And as I was talking to her, everything just started flowing. And I had a napkin, and I just wrote down on the napkin. And at the top of the napkin, I don't know if we share that again. But I had a vision of what Father Forever would be like. I had a vision of a car wash that was there.
Mhm.
We haven't gotten that full picture out yet because it was a campus. It was a car wash. It was an office. It was a playground. It was a place that fathers could come and watch. There it is. The fathers could come and wash their cars, get their cars washed, while they're washing cars. The
okay.
kids are playing. They got a
Uh-huh.
little playground there,
Right.
and then there's a food truck there. You see in the corner there.
Yes.
There's a little food truck where we have hot dogs and hamburgers
Mhm.
for the kids.
Right.
We haven't fully gotten that point yet, but we do have the car wash up, and Father Forever is up. So we're
Mhm.
getting, still got some ways to go, but that was on a napkin, and this was long before the university started. But a lot of things have changed.
Mhm.
We are going to that. I still believe at some point in time, we are going to get that piece of property where we're going to have a car wash.
Mhm.
Right now we're kind of washing cars in the back of our in the back of our building,
Mhm.
but eventually we're going to have a building we wash cars at, and I also believe that property will be big enough to have a playground for the kids could come and play,
Mhm.
and we're going to have some trucks that serve some food while they're there. They
Right.
can go out and buy a hot dog or a hamburger.
Mhm.
So I believe that campus is coming,
Yes.
but
Sounds great.
that's how Father Forever kind of started, and
Yeah.
it started on a napkin. So write your vision. If you do have a vision, I encourage people to write it down,
Mhm.
start getting on steps, start working towards, and it'll come to pass.
Absolutely. So what were some of the highlights from today, though, that you'd like to share with our viewers?
Some of the things that we have done, we talked about this morning is the program that we started over several years ago. We've added a lot of programs to when we first started out. When we first started out, it was just the 12-week fatherhood class.
Mhm.
Now we got My Daddy's Clothes Closet because half the guys that come, 90% of the guys that come to our transition houses
Mhm.
don't have clothes. And we saw a need because they come to us with the clothes on their back, which is the prison uniform.
Mhm.
So we started posting, asking the community to bring clothes, gently used clothes, work clothes, suits. The guys can wear for interviews, work clothes, and what they can wear, to work, and just casual clothes. So we have a clothes closet, a
Mhm.
men's clothes closet that we've added over the last several years, and men utilize that. Not only our men, but some other people, agencies send people over to our clothes closet when they need clothes.
Yes.
The food pantry. I'm very excited about food pantry. I love food myself, as you could tell. And the food pantry is one of the things that's really dear to my heart. One of our staff, Ursula, also one of our board members, she does the food. The food. Uh, my dad. What is it? The name of it? The food pantry. No, not the food pantry.
Yes.
So my dad is food pantry. Yeah, my dad is food pantry. So
well, let me help you out for a second.
Yeah, I've been talking.
So Glenn's got a whole lot of other things going. So sometimes they might be a little jumbled up, but it's here.
My dad is food pantry, and I was trying to get the stats of how many people we served from statistics from 2019. We served 303 households and 1,631 individuals we served in the year 2019 through our food pantry. And in the year 2020, we provided food for 1,133 households, which add up to about 6,481 individuals. That was through our food pantry. So those are good numbers that we partnered with the food bank, and we also partnered with the food shuttle. And we got our food pantry is open not just to our guys, but to our community, and they come in and they get food on a regular basis. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I have witnessed some individuals coming in and they get food.
Yes.
And it's something that it's a blessing to them.
Yes, yes.
Definitely a blessing to them.
During COVID, we got to give out a whole lot of food. We had the food drive where we have boxes of produce, and we gave out a lot of those during COVID. Yeah, that was very good. So we like that. So the food pantry, the clothes closet, and then of course we got the transition houses, where we have 4 transition houses, and so we talked about this morning that in the middle of COVID, actually in the beginning of COVID, when COVID started, we had one house. That was, I think COVID hit us March of last year. We had one house.
Yes.
Now a year later, it's a little bit longer than a year, but as of now we have 4 houses. So we actually grown 3 houses and within a year last year, and so we have expanded to serve about 50 men on a regular basis. To close them, to help close them, we don't completely close them, but we help close them when they first come to us. They get 2 or 3 outfits, and then they start working. They can buy their own clothes, but we give them wraparound services for the guys, as well as we feed them and help them find jobs. So,
Great. So how did you come up with the house names? I noticed each house has defined by a name.
Very good question. Very good question. I've been fortunate. I think one of the speakers said it today. I've been fortunate to have some very, very honorable, trustworthy, loving men in my life, as well as my mom and my sister, my aunts and uncles. But because it was a man transition house, I wanted to name the houses after. The first house is Archie's house. That's named after my dad. That's a big house, over 4,000 square feet. That house is named after my dad. The second house that we got is Aaron's house, which is named after my grandfather and my brother. My grandfather is deceased. My father is deceased. My grandfather is deceased. But also my brother named Aaron as his name as well. So it's named after both my brother, who's still living, thank God. His name is Aaron, and Aaron's named after my grandfather. So that's the second house is named Aaron's house. The third house is named Kenny's house. That house was named after my younger brother, who passed away a few years ago. He was a very young at age. I think he was before he was 40. He had a brain tumor that it went away, but the doctor said the kind of tumor that he had that it would probably be back in about 7 years, and almost to the day it came back.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it took its life about a year and a half later. So that house is named after Kenny. And the last house we just got in last year this time, we just opened it up, just put some people in it, just got a license. That house is called Wesley's house. Wesley was one of my uncles. I had a few uncles that I really adored. We called him Cool Breeze. I got another uncle named Herbert. So both of them have passed away. I'm sure when we get the next house, it's gonna be called Herbert.
All right.
Because he was a cool uncle too.
Yes.
But Uncle Wesley, he passed away a few years ago. So we named that name is Wesley's house then. So we got Avon house, Wesley's house, Kenneth's house, and Archie's house. And which is, I think it's about 52 beds that we have that we can house men who are just coming out of prison on parole and probation. And these men also are taught the class, fatherhood class as well.
Yes. So we're going to keep it moving. We don't want to go too long today,
Yes.
but one of the other highlights I heard and our viewers heard was about our staffing.
Our staffing, yes, we have.
agency.
Oh, yes, we have My Daddy's Working Solution, which we got up and running, I think, in June. And right now, I think we have 9 employers, 9 people who have been placed in full-time or part-time employment with the intention of when they finish the 90 days with us, that they can roll over to this job full-time. And it's called My Daddy's Working Solution, staffing agency that we want to just not get jobs, jobs temporary. We want to give them jobs that's going to lead them to companies they're going to work when they retire, when they finish with us. That they will be able to to work for this company full time with some benefits. So I'm very, very excited about that. We want people to remind you guys to please subscribe to the YouTube. Once we get 100 subscribers to YouTube, we'll be able to go live, just like we're doing live now. We'll be able to go live on YouTube, which will expand our audience a great a lot. So subscribe to our YouTube page. Tell your friends to subscribe our YouTube page. I think we got about 29 subscribers now. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, we'll be up to 100.
We want to get to
We
that.
want to get to that 100, so we want to be able to. So tell your friends. We got some exciting things coming on, but we're going to wrap it up now. I think we've been talking for a while, and I do want to take a minute to talk about some of our donors just real quick. That's what we did this morning.
Yes.
These are our donors who have given contribution to us financially that help us do what we do. Department of Public Safety, the Bob Barker Foundation, Capital Area Workforce Development, Christ Worship Center, as well as what's church, as well as Nehemiah Church have given us some money, as well as City of Raleigh, or the grant that we got for them for the car wash. We give them we appreciate that. Holy Trinity Church, they have given us pay for a van and pay for a couple other things that I really, really appreciate what they're doing. And Lonnie and the Carol Poole Family Foundation. Lonnie and Carol Poole Foundation have given us some money. So we really appreciate our donors. And they have supported us on a yearly basis. So we thank you so much. We just wanted to give you a shout out. And actually, this is what the appreciation that we do every year is for those donors, as well as our partners. We have a lot of partners. I'm not going to share their name with you, but if you go back to the, if you wanted to go listen to the Facebook, it was quoted this morning, you could get a list of our community partners. There's a slew of them, and it's too many to list right now, but we want to thank them as well for, it's Nehemiah Building Ministry, I'm sorry, but we want to thank them as well for help supporting us on a regular basis, to helping us do what we do, so we can't do it. So this morning breakfast was about showing people our appreciation for what they do. And hopefully next year COVID will be over and we'll be back eating again.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We really want to thank our viewers for joining us this morning. Because
Yes.
we did have a number of people who were visiting with us virtually, and we say thank you. Getting up early on a weekday
Yes.
is not the easiest thing to do sometimes if you're not accustomed to doing it, but we do want to say thank you and a shout out to you.
Yes.
Today was not University Day, Father's Forever University Day. It was a collection of all of what's going on within Fathers Forever.
Yes.
And we are happy and pleased to talk to you about it. But we do have one more item to discuss, and that will come next week.
Yes.
I'm not going to tell you today.
Yes, we've been talking about this for the last
We've been talking
2
about
months.
it. Yes.
But it is gonna be here. Well, we're gonna talk about it next week.
Yes.
We're gonna lay it out, lay it on the line. We may be doing outside in the parking lot where it is at, but we're gonna be doing live. We got something exciting. It's gonna be ongoing. It's gonna help us promote responsible fatherhood.
So we don't want you to miss next week.
We should.
Definitely don't want
I will give you a hint. We're gonna talk about the beast. So stay tuned. And but I think at the end, James, I think they got a video for us.
Yes, we got a video that's going to show, and we're going to step away and say goodbye to our friends and viewers, and we look forward to seeing you next week. But don't hang up yet. Don't click that button.
Yeah,
Check
not
out.
quite yet.
We want you to check this video out.